Internet, good morning. This is Daybreak748 coming back at you guys with another scale figure review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Shiro from No Game, No Life. Now this figure is brought to us by the good folks at Fat Company, and this happens to be a 1/7 scale pre-painted figure. Now as you guys can clearly see, we have Shiro in her packaging, and I gotta say Fat Company has done a beautiful job when it comes to the display. So we have a nice display right here with the display window showcasing the figure inside. We have a picture of the figure right there. We have the sticker of authenticity down here. No Game, No Life right there. On this side, another amazing picture of Shiro and the cast. On the back, you have just different information. And on this side, a blown up version of the same exact picture we've seen already. Alright guys, so let's take Shiro out of package and we'll see what she has to offer. Be back in a sec. Okay guys, and we are back. We have Shiro out of package, and wow, Fat Company has killed it with this figure. This figure just takes it to a whole new level, and I am so impressed that I really hope Fat Company releases more of these figures, or in general they just release more anime figures because they know what they're doing. Now real quickly, before we take a look at the actual figure, let's take a look at all the different accessories that she comes with. So the first major accessory, not even accessory, but major thing you have to read is this right here. This will tell you exactly what you need to do and where to put them, so that's pretty important, so keep that in mind. Alright, moving on to her actual accessories. I'm going to move her off to the side here because my camera is going to want to focus in on her, because the first accessories that I'm going to showcase to you guys is really small. You ready? It is this right here. Now you might be like, Daybreak, what the hell is that? This is the phone, the iPhone or whatever you want to call this, and that Shiro plays on. So that's pretty freaking small. I mean, that is really ridiculous that they incorporated this, but the details there, the paint job is just spot on. Everything is there. So that's pretty cool. Up next, we have Jibriel's iPad, or whatever you want to call this thing. So that's once again very small. The attention to detail is just spot on. The cherry on the back is right there. So that looks perfect. Alright, moving on to some of the bigger accessories. Shiro comes with a globe that you place on her hand. So we'll do that in a little bit. And then she also comes with a throne for the queen, of course. Look at the attention to detail on this. This is pretty freaking immaculate. I love the lining that they incorporated. I love the color choice, just everything about it, and it's a nice solid piece right here. So that's that. Up next we have her brother with that conniving face of his. Looks freaking amazing, and I love the fact that you can see the crown that's on his arm right there, his bicep. Love the shirt, love the attention to detail. I mean, the hair sculpt and face sculpt alone just kill it. Now, he does come with this base because obviously his feet are way too small for him to for those to support him. So you need this. So there you go. So he stands perfectly just like that. Alright, moving on, let's talk about actually one of my favorite girls from this series, Stephanie. Look at that expression. Look at that outfit. I mean, not the outfit, but look at her ears and her tail and just her pose in general. She looks freaking adorable. I love what Fat Company has done. I mean, look at all that detail. The face sculpt, even her tiny body has so much detail right there. Everything about these mini chibi figures are it's just beautiful, spot on. Alright, moving on to my next favorite girl, Jabriel or Gabriel. It's Jabriel. It's something along those lines. But she looks freaking adorable. Now, when you get her out of package, you're gonna note that you have to put this piece on. Just follow the instructions, and you should be fine. Her hands look like it's supposed to be holding something, and that's where this piece comes into play. Her little iPad. Now I'm going to do that off camera because that's a little difficult since this her hands are way too small and it's hard to do looking through the camera. But look at the attention to detail. I love the hair, how it goes from this nice purple to this bluish turquoise color. The wings on the back, they didn't need to include any of that. The ears have this nice different color palette that goes from light blue to this like yellowish color. Her little tank top thing is nicely sculpted and painted as well. And look at that face, it's adorable. And then lastly, look at that halo thing that's on her. I love the translucent plastic that they used, and the sculpting is done perfectly. And then last but not least, we have this character right here. Love, love, love. Once again, the attention to detail. I love the ears. I love the face. I love her dress. I love how she's seated. It's just beautiful. Now, just letting you guys know, all of these figures have articulation at the head, so you can swivel it left and right. So that's pretty cool. Alright guys, so with that being said, let's take a look at Shiro, the main character for this particular figure. And once again, Fat Company, you have nailed it with this figure. Now I'm going to take you guys through this pretty much from top to bottom. I mean, look at that gorgeous face sculpt. That is Shiro, no matter how you look at it. Whichever angle, doesn't matter. This screams Shiro, and it should, because this is a figure of her. I love the different color for her hair, from the turquoise to the yellow to the light pink to the sky blue. It's done perfectly throughout this entire figure. The face, the eyes are just so beautiful. It captures your attention. The crown is done just perfectly. As you take a look at a quick 360, that's how she looks. Now moving on to her, I guess her body, same exact deal. I love this whole wave pattern that's happening with the dress because she's in this active pose, so that looks spot on. I love how it just kind of twists around and contours towards with her body pretty much. I love just the attention to detail. Man, I know I seem like I'm drooling over this figure, but I literally am. I mean, it's just so beautiful. Now, when you get this figure out of package, the base and the figure is separate, but there's a nice metal rod there, so I don't think you're going to have any issues when it comes to leaning issues with this particular figure. And lastly, the base right here is the checkerboard base that we've come to love when it comes to No Game, No Life. Everything is done just perfectly. Alright guys, so enough of me just drooling and gushing over this figure. Let me get her fully, I guess, equipped with all her accessories, and then we'll conclude this video. I'll be right back, guys. Okay guys, and here we have it. We have Shiro with all her companions fully displayed, and this is what I'm talking about. Guys, you've probably heard me say, if you're new to the channel, probably not, but if you've been with me, you know how I am a completist. You know how I love when companies give you all the different characters in one way, shape, or form. Now, Fat Company, instead of giving us individual figures, they decided to give us one main character, meaning this chick right here, Shiro, and then all of the other characters along with it to make this awesome display piece. This is what companies should do if they want to just produce maybe one or two main characters. This is beautiful. This is complete. I can call it a day when it comes to this figure and this collection because hey, I have all the characters. I have Stephanie, I have Jibril, I have her brother, I have this chick, I don't remember her name, but I have her. I mean, that is what I'm talking about. I hope and I wish Fat Company will continue to do this because they are on the right track. I will be picking up more and more figures from them if they continue to pump out figures just like this one. Alright guys, so rating wise, this is a 10 out of 10. Accessory wise, they blew it out of the water. It's 10. Paint, sculpt, and attention to detail, it's all 10. This is the perfect figure. Now, if I need to tell you one downside, there's only one. I wish they had magnets for these figures right here so that they kind of cling to the base so that when you're moving her around, you don't need to worry about them falling apart. But they don't. But it's not a big deal. If you're careful, you should have no problems. So be careful and you will be fine. This is freaking epic. Well guys, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to stop by to watch this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave that thumbs up to just let me know that you liked the video. If you didn't, thumbs down is perfectly fine. And yeah, thank you. And until next time, this is Daybreak 748, and I'm signing out. Peace out, guys.